This is the TV News, the industry's only daily video report, brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative needs, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.
Welcome to the TVNews.TV for Tuesday, February 16th. And here are today's top stories. Mobile TV. There are definite signs that it is on the move. The New York Times is reporting that mobile digital television is being fondly embraced and will be deployed by broadcast affiliates as early as this April in top markets like LA, Chicago, DC, and Atlanta, as a way for affiliates to try and reach younger demographics who are constantly on the go. Now, this free mobile service may indeed mean challenging times ahead for paid mobile TV services like Qualcomm's Flow TV. And speaking of being out there on the mobile edge, Epix, the premium movie service new kid on the block, will be out and on the go ahead of the competition, introducing a mobile version of its channel that will allow cable, satellite, and telco TV providers to deliver hundreds of movies on demand to consumers' handheld devices, complete with some eye-opening interactive advertising options. Hey, remember when you were a kid and the lifeguard seemed to blow the whistle more and more often, signifying more adult swims, and those adult swims seemed to get longer and longer? Okay, well, as a former lifeguard, there was a pretty good reason for that. It's called you don't have to watch the adults nearly as closely. And now the same phenomenon is happening to Cartoon Network's Adult Swim. Originally, it began at 11 p.m., and then it was moved up an hour to 10 p.m. Guess what? Beginning in January of 2011, Adult Swim will begin at 9 p.m. on Cartoon Network. And once again, the reasons for this change appear to be pretty simple. More adult bodies around as kids head off to night-night land with a wider array of advertisers at hand. And here's a programming note for you. Beginning this Friday, the TVNews.TV welcomes yet another correspondent aboard who will deliver the sports TV news, Eric Mackerlin. Eric has been a sports writer for the likes of NBC Sports, Sporting News, Comcast Sportsnet, Fan House, and Deadspin. And in the blogosphere, he owns and operates one of the quintessential hockey blog sites, offwing.com. We look forward to having EMAC, as we call Eric, with us each and every Friday on the Sports TV News.
First Olympic Winter Games on NBC.
Here's the Winter Olympics ratings watch. The games on NBC scored another impressive outing on Sunday night, averaging 26.3 million viewers. And the experts are aptly calling the Winter Olympic Games the social games because the games themselves, along with the advertisers, are being voraciously consumed across multiple platforms. You know what? But we're only on the very leading edge of the TV everywhere era. Here to help us sort through all this, for the short term, is CombRidges.com's John Leland. John, we welcome you.
Hi, Jeff. Thanks a lot. It's good to be here. This TV everywhere concept that you're talking about, it reminds me of like the buzzword du jour. Back in the early days, everything was multimedia. Then in the video business, everything was digital video. Now in the TV business, everything is TV everywhere. In fact, I read for the first time it's now called TVE. The TLA, or three-letter acronym, is now taking effect. But, it does, of course, also represent some very real trends. NBCOlympics.com is not only delivering 1,000 hours of on-demand video, they're reporting the number of unique visitors that they're having this year versus 2006. The Winter Olympics in Torino is up 350%, and the number of video streams is up 700% against 2006 in the Winter Olympics in Torino. An even bigger sporting event, which is another expression of TV everywhere, is going to be March Madness on CBS. They're already a bigger sporting event, doing about 8.5 million hours of video streaming and 7.5 unique visitors just last year. But those increases are going to continue, and the strategies of how TV everywhere gets implemented is really the kind of interesting part. NBC on one side is really kind of closed. And if you want Olympic footage, you got one place to go. It's NBCOlympics.com. CBS takes a much more open, and as an internet guy, I like open approaches. And they let people like ESPN or YouTube link to the content during March Madness. And I think that that's a better model. I also want to recommend that people check out Bright Cove. That is got a video distribution platform, and they're particularly designing for TV everywhere for broadcasters and other kinds of TV producers who have the rights to their program. You know, the interesting thing is that when Comcast tries to brand TV everywhere, they're really trying to lock subscribers in to getting TV content, of course, via Comcast cable systems. So there are a lot of angles to TV everywhere. It's not all one thing, but it definitely is a trend that's here to stay.
Okay, John, thank you. As always, we are always smarter when you leave than when you arrived, and we thank you. If you want to see John's complete blog post on this subject, head to combridges.com/blog, and if you want to connect directly with John, you can. Just email him at john@combridges.com. And thanks again, John.
Thank you, Jeff.
Future events and opportunities brought to you by Dude Walker. Get the best voice, get the best price. Get Dude at dudewalker.com.
Sunday, March 7th. You're most likely watching the Academy Awards, right? Well, we're totally down with that because the tvnews.tv, along with combridges.com, is throwing an interactive Oscars party on both Facebook and Twitter. It's the entire TV industry's chance to comment in real time during the telecast on the winners or losers, the acceptance speeches, the best dressed or worst dressed, the production values. You know what? Anything goes. And it all happens Sunday, March 7th, beginning at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, and we'll get you more details very, very soon. Guess what? Less than 3 months. That's all the time left until the cable show 2010. For more information or to register, log on to 2010.thecableshow.com. And that's about it for today's edition of the TV News. We'll see you back here tomorrow with top news, and the ever-lovely Susan Hibben will be here with the Programming Pulse. I'm Jeff Grimshaw. Thanks for watching. Go out and make it a good day.
The TV News has been brought to you by American Ingenuity TV. For all of your electronic marketing and creative challenges, American Ingenuity TV is simply the solution.